Hey team, Overseer Justin here. Welcome back to War Games News Radio. What you're about to see are the setup episodes for Season 2 of our 2D20 live play campaign. In these episodes, we are playing a game called The Quiet Year by Avery Alder. I suggest you Google and check it out. It's a pretty cool game and you can buy it online. You'll be seeing us go through 4 seasons of a cooperative world-building game. Spring, summer, fall, and winter. And all of these events happen 10 years in the past before our characters arrive in Season 2 proper. So I hope you enjoy, and please follow along. Okay, excellent. That was summer, gentlemen. So I'm going to reset the world clock to 8. Wheel moves north into the near the arch, and I'm gonna flip the first card of autumn. Now, guys, autumn is when things start to get real fucking weird.
Okay,
as it usually is.
I love it. Someone sabotages a project, and the project fails as a result. Who did this and why?
Wow.
Or someone is caught trying to sabotage the efforts of the community. How does the community respond? I got it.
I kind of like that one.
Yeah.
I got it. Someone is caught trying to sabotage the efforts of the community. How does the community respond? One of the inhabitants of the wheel is caught trying to send word to the Legion. He's a spy for the Legion. He's been promised.
Yeah.
He's been promised. Gold, riches, land, slaves, anything. If he could destabilize the efforts of the elders in the Homes Guard.
What rank? Well, like what position does this person have that they would be like influential enough to?
Yeah,
Was it a peasant that was hired to like open the gates in the middle of the night, or like a?
Okay. All right. It's actually
like a praetor or something, praetorian.
No. It's one of the Homes Guard. It's one of the the power armored Homes Guard.
Wow.
I think it's there was some like delusions of grandeur. He was promised some stuff by the Legion if he could help overthrow, help kill the elders, overthrow, destroy the wheel. You know, he could be given. He could become a Thane of Kansas.
Wow.
And what happens is they discover this plot and tie him into a yoke and march him towards the hub lake.
Towards the Mirelurks.
Yes. With his arms and hands tied on a yoke so he can't defend himself.
Just outcast.
No, like he's marched out. Like I think the Coyotes and the Homes Guard.
But like not killed, but like left to like, all right.
Yeah, like marched at gunpoint, like keep walking or we shoot you towards the Mirelurks and kind of just like left out there.
Yeah.
In Mirelurk territory.
It's not for certain.
It is not for certain.
Perished.
It is not for certain.
Incredibly likely.
Trial by Wasteland.
As I keep saying to the wifey every time this happens, anytime there's a Hollywood movie, I'm like, how many times, honey, do we shoot the bad guy? She's like, 2 times.
Yeah, exactly.
always shoot the bad guy.
Okay, I like that a lot.
Yeah, I mean, but I want to keep that outcast out there.
Yeah.
Okay, contempt.
Maybe somebody else. I don't know. Contempt. Okay, I'm going to reduce
contempt.
Contempt.
Other members of the Homes Guard are dissatisfied. It has created a rift in the Homes Guard because some members of the Homes Guard liked this person and thought that they were acting appropriately given the lack of equal treatment. The Homes Guard protect the wheel. Without them, in the mind of this faction, there would be no wheel. All is owed to this faction of the Homes Guard, and they're very upset that one of their own was taken to the hub lake in a yoke. They also think that the treatment was inhumane and not befitting of a hero.
Well, don't try to fucking kill the elders then.
I'm sure that's what the others are saying, but this is a faction.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I reduced I get to start a project, discover something new, or
wait, but what happened as a result of your war clock though? There was like down, but like
ongoing, like
okay.
They're prepped for war.
Okay, gotcha. Cool.
They're just like the people of the land are now ready for war. They're in DEFCON 1. Like they're good to go.
Got it. Okay.
So if any like Legion now, let's say any Legion territory or any Legion operations in the Kansas territory are going to be met immediately with hostile force.
Dope.
No questions asked. Just like Legion are now persona non grata.
Gotcha.
And will be on site.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to clarify that.
Yep, for sure. I'm going to start a project or discover something new. I'm going to discover something new. The Locos discover a like old pre-war by a couple hundred years diesel rail engine. And they're, I mean, it's not exactly a project. They kind of just discover it in let's say in a rail yard.
Or like a museum or something, like
in near Topeka, let's say.
Yep.
I'm not going to create it as a project, but just keep it in mind it's now been discovered. I think the Locos plan, now that the railways are almost complete, to maybe turn this thing into a war rig, but it's not like a fusion like rail engine. It's like it's like a diesel oil burning like old school.
Well, we got oil, baby.
Exactly. There's an abundance of oil. So I think that that's where their minds are at.
Maybe they find it at the Great Overland Station in Topeka, Kansas.
Is that a rail museum or something?
It is. Yes, it's a rail museum.
It's a rail museum.
It's a rail museum.
Shit.
Yeah.
I just said Topeka with my dumb mouth.
Thank you, Google.
Thank you, Google. Oh,
I feel like your chance of finding a rail museum in Kansas is probably higher than 100 to 1.
But yeah. So they go, they raid the Great Overland Station, and they find this relic, this big beast of a oil diesel burning.
Make everything big in Kansas.
Yeah.
Sure do.
Okay, and that's my turn. So it rotates back to Grant.
Grant is up. Grant's gonna flip a card because that's what Grant does.
So Grant do.
As I talk about myself in third person.
So Grant.
All right. The community works constantly and as a result finishes a project early, or a group goes out to explore the map more thoroughly and find something that had been previously overlooked. Interesting. I'm going to do the previously overlooked. Finishing early is fine, but
everything's on like
they're all going to finish anyway. A group goes out to explore the map more thoroughly and find something. Okay. The Locos in the southeast portion of the territories discover a vault.
Ooh.
They open the vault and enslave everyone inside, increasing their workforce, and they trade a bunch of humans to the Legion.
Whoa.
For favor.
Everyone disliked that.
Yeah.
I mean, Raiders got a raid.
Raiders gonna raid.
Oh man, the Locos are such dicks.
Can you draw this
vault?
Let's
I'll draw the vault door. I do feel bad even mentioning it, but let's go 47.
Okay.
Is there a vault 47 that we know of?
I don't. Let's it's in Alaska.
It is in Alaska.
So damn it. Okay.
Another number.
Not vault 47. How's vault 48?
No, you're good.
Vault 48. Lore-friendly Vault 48. Discover something new. The Legion discover a nuclear missile silo.
Oh shit. That's not good.
Just on the border to Colorado, in the middle of the map.
Okay. Do your best to not make it look like a dick.
Yeah.
Also, all the projects are finished.
All the projects are finished. So we're going to start. Yeah. We'll start with Raj. Raj, your scouting party. What happens with them? What happens with their project?
So they get down to the mines and they get eyes on. They know exactly what's going on there. They know that there's a refining operation. They know that they're stockpiling the gold and it's not being transported away from there. So they're basically going to go back and formulate a strategy for trying to heist some of the stockpile.
Ooh.
Okay.
Train
get it back to the rail lines to get it back to Lincoln.
Yeah. So they got to get their information back home. So that's what they're doing.
Cool. Your water project also finishes. Tell me about that.
So they are able to fill containers on their like rail cars with water and kind of send it all the way the length, like with stops along the way. But a lot of it's going back to Lincoln, and whatever it happens from there, I'm sure it goes on further from there. But they've got a good water like system established, so that's they have that in abundance.
Yeah. Okay. The rail lines are complete, and I'm gonna take Overseer's privilege here and say it's a 1-2, and the rail line's complete. They get this big, nasty, fucking smoggy, like, if you've ever seen the television show Smoggies, it was about an offshore oil rig that just pumped fucking black smoke into this guy.
Yeah.
They get this diesel oil burning engine on the rails to help transport the first load of water back to Lincoln, Nebraska. Oh man. And this thing, like, when it moves, it like black smoke, just you can see it for fucking miles around, just like black plumes where this thing is moving. And they've got a deck. Oh no, they also are transporting the slaves. The slave water.
Oh, don't like that.
Oh, that's what they're doing.
Oh, no.
Oh, I hate that. Fuck, we gotta kill
I think the name should be called like the coal chain or
coal. Yeah, like yeah.
Coal driver.
The thing, the train, the engine is called the Black Despair.
Adequate. That's a good name for a terrible thing.
Yeah. So the locos now have the Black Despair that they're running on their new completed trail lines. And okay, moving to something that sucks less. The the mediocre computer is complete. And it cracks the door to the Enclave base. Reverend, it's your base. What do they find inside?
Fuck, I have not thought about that.
Are the reclaimers that are trapped inside? Are they alive still? Did they survive?
Yep. They survived.
Did they learn of its secrets?
They learned some of them. They couldn't get access to everything. It's a very large facility, and they themselves were locked out of a lot of it. But they were able to find, I will say, a decent cropping of Enclave weaponry. So some plasma rifles, some like rippers, and even like some heavy weaponry up in there as well.
Okay.
Some Gatling lasers and one prototype Tesla baton, like shoulder mounted fucking lightning gun.
Okay.
And they ship it back to the war chest.
Okay, so plasma.
There's more going on down there, but that's what they get.
Plasma weapons, Tesla cannon. Yeah. All right. At that, I think the reclaimers from the Enclave base all head back together. And let's say that Eugene Many Shields has also arrived back at the wheel because he knew where it would be going in the fall. So he is returned to the wheel. All right, Raj, it is your poll, isn't it?
Ooh, yeah.
Your card.
The strongest among you dies. What caused the death? Or the weakest among you dies. Who's to blame for their death? So that elite Holmes guard that got marched off to Hub Lake, he's gonna die, and we're gonna have confirmation that this person has died.
Okay.
Okay, he was the strongest
He
among
was
us.
the strongest among us.
Okay,
Um,
what got him?
What got him?
Mirelurk's got him.
Yeah.
It's like absolutely what you thought would happen when they marched him down to a Mirelurk junction. Is he got Mirelurked?
He got Mirelurked.
A couple of the
Mirelurked
other
hard.
Home Guard, like not in their power armor, kind of like stealthily followed the escort kind of thing out of sight because they wanted to see what would happen. And before they could jump in and intervene, he got Mirelurked.
He was the strongest among us, and now he got
Hit
lurked.
the dust.
Okay, you can start a project, begin a discussion, or discover something new.
I'm gonna discover something new.
Yeah, do it.
When those undercover Holmes guards were down at the Hub Lake, they discovered that the Mirelurks are reproducing en masse.
Mm.
And there's a significant amount of them, even more than were first presumed. So it's alarming at this point, the amount of them that they've seen, and they're just like, do they hatch from eggs? Do
Yes.
Mirelurks hatch from eggs?
They do.
There's eggs everywhere. They are
Uh-oh.
everywhere. It is an infestation, and it's like all the way around this entire lake. Like it's huge, and
It's not good.
it's gonna be a big problem. So they have to figure out a way to go back and report what they've seen, but at the same time, kind of admit that they were doing something they shouldn't have been doing.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. I think that with the size of this lake, because it's a big fucking lake.
Big, yeah.
I think that you've got a lot, and the amount of eggs that you described, I think that you've got like dozens, if not maybe north of 20 queens just working in tandem.
Stuff.
I could
Hive.
believe that. I can believe that.
Yeah, it's like a straight up hive. Like you've just got queens like moving through, like laying eggs.
Yeah. Gross. Hate it.
Yeah, I
Oops, all
hate
crabs.
that.
Yeah,
There's
thanks, I hate it.
one in Kansas that I hate right now.
Oops, all crabs.
Oops, all crabs and
Oops, all
fucking douchebag legion and fucking locos. Don't like any of that.
No, it's not so shiny happy.
Yeah, guys, I was trying to create a very loving Fallout here.
No,
I
man.
made a
Oh,
mistake.
sure.
Okay. Cool. The world clock counts down. And that's it. Rev, it is your poll.
I have drawn. Someone leaves the community after issuing a dire warning. Who is it? What is the warning? Or someone issues a dire warning and the community leaps into action to avoid disaster. What
Okay.
is the warning? Start a contentious project that relates to it. Okay. You know what? Time to quit fucking around. Someone issues a dire warning and the community leaps in action to avoid disaster. Many Shields decides to just like there's too much tension and infighting between the people of the land, which is something that is never seen before. And he issues a warning that it's time to take the fight to the Legion. Start a contentious project that relates to it. There's those that are still opposed. The homesteaders are still a little rough on it. The reclaimers are, weary of battle to begin with, but it's over. It's time to go. The military wing, they're doing it. 1 week, and then we can just we can call the Legion camp here, and
Sure.
they're marching. They're marching there now, and it'll take a
All
week
right.
to get there. and it's all hands on deck.
Yeah, Many Shields is actually a higher up in the Reclaimers, or Reclaimers, I should say.
Oh, okay. Then fuck
No,
that.
no, it's fine. I think his return and
Okay,
his
yeah.
voice turns the tide of their
Love it.
their apprehension.
The appeasement is over.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, that's what I do with my card.
Okay.
Then, with my action, I'm going to start another project. The captive vault dwellers hatch a plan to escape.
Okay.
It's a Snowpiercer. I mean, it's their first time in the outside world, but they know that.
I think that they can grok what's going on.
Yeah, if they get to Lincoln, it's over. So
They've read a book or two.
Yeah, they let's just say a very heroic, soul surviving, lone wandering type archetypal vault dweller character hatches a plan for an uprising. Also
I have to add
1 week's
another faction. Okay,
Desperation.
what's this fucking this guy's name, or this person's name, I should say?
Sarah.
There you go. Yeah.
Sarah the Vault Dweller. Sarah decides enough is enough.
Sarah Collins.
Sarah Collins. That project is how many weeks?
I want to say it's
Great,
desperate.
Fast. So let's say 1 week.
It's slapdash. As soon they need to make this happen before the trip to Lincoln is over.
Yeah,
so,
I think the trip to Lincoln would be like less than 2 weeks for sure.
Yeah, so it's desperate, and it's not going to be pretty, but they're going to take their first chance, and they're going to try to break free.
Sure. Cool. Okay, you made some pretty big story plays right there.
I decided to do those things. Yes.
Okay. Rotates to the top of the order, which is me, I think.
Top of the order is myself.
Grant.
Top of the order is.
Or sorry, rotates to me then from Reverend.
From
Bottom of the order.
You're at the bottom of the order.
Yes.
Okay, flip this card.
Cord.
The community becomes obsessed with a single project. Which one? Why? Choose one. They decide to take more time to ensure that it is perfect. Add 3 weeks to a project die. They drop everything else to work on it.
Ooh.
All other projects failed. Ooh. If there are no projects underway, okay, now there are projects underway. Shit.
Wow.
Add 3 weeks to the project die.
You have a sweaty forehead. Are there 2 buttons in front of you?
I don't like. Why are there only 2 projects for 1 week?
Oh,
I hate this. All other projects fail. No.
might just have to goose one of these.
No, I can't.
You have to. Card laid, card played. Which project can wait?
Okay. Here's what happens. The march from the wheel that go to war. And unfortunately, the people of the land on their first engagement with the Legion are handily rebuffed.
Ooh.
So they go up, they have their power armor, the coyotes and stuff. I think they were a bit big and brash, and they actually have had to fight a war since the unification.
I like that.
And they are rusty. They've kind of just been peacekeepers and sniping geckos and like maybe the occasional Deathclaw, Rad Scorpion, right? But they're they came up against a unified, organized fighting force.
And it's been a minute.
And they were handily rebuffed. So I'm going to add 3 weeks to this war counter.
War clock.
War clock goes up to 4. And to kind of reassess their strategies.
Okay, I like that. Smart play.
Okay.
That's a good narrative.
Fuck, I hate everything that's happening right now.
Yeah, I that's good. That's good.
Start a project, discover something new, or hold a discussion. I'm going to... The homesteaders are going to start a project.
Oh.
The homesteaders kind of know which way the wind is blowing. They're very close to the rail lines. They're going to start a project to fortify. They want to build some defenses at Alexander's Refuge. Anthony's Refuge.
Please.
Sorry, Anthony's Refuge. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. They're going to... A settlement needs your help.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna straight up start scrapping stuff from Topeka and transporting it back to get some turrets and some checkpoints and everything, so that when the raiders come, because they know that they're going to come, they will be met with force.
Smart.
I'm gonna say that's a 3-week project. Okay, and it's your go, Grant.
All right. I'll draw my card.
Is this your
What's
gal?
that card? Oops, I hit the Windows key by accident. Introduce a dark mystery amongst the members of the community, or conflict flares up amongst community members, and as a result, a project fails.
Ooh.
Oh
my goodness.
Conflict flares up amongst community members, and as a result, the project fails.
Oh, goodness.
There's doubt that has been sowed in the minds of the people of the land. The great law of peace, under that banner, the non-war band members of the people of the land start to push the elders to call off the war, thinking that they can't win against the Legion.
Wow.
So the war preparations fail
goodness.
because of the uprising.
Not great.
Not a good look.
Start a project, start a discussion, or start something, or discover something new.
Okay, start a project. The Legion at the Smoky Hill River starts dumping tons and tons and tons of mirelurk bait in the Smoky Hill River, adjacent to where the wheel has settled for the fall.
Oh, my.
Sorry, that's a project?
It's a project.
Okay. How many I'm going to reduce the world clock.
Oh, yes.
Reduce the people escape. The
Nice.
dwellers escape. How do they go about this? How does Sarah Collins lead this escape, and where do they go? Good Reverend.
Yeah. I think that there's like around the midpoint, like around the sort of Kansas, Nebraska border. There's like sort of like a pit stop. Maybe there's like a facility where like an old oil depot or something where the steam engine needs to refuel. And during the pit stop, they lead like a scrambush, just like fucking smash and grab, and are able to not everyone, I would say, but about 80% of the vault population is able to break free and make a break for it, and they hoof it to Anthony's Refuge.
Okay. Yep, I like it. Alrighty. Sorry, Grant. Back to your project. Your chumming of the waters.
Yeah.
How long does this project take, do you think?
I think it would take 2 weeks for the bait to make it down the river towards Hub Lake, and to be noticed by the
mirelurks up the river towards the wheel.
It would probably take another week or two to get the mirelurks to head up the river. So maybe 4 weeks. Does that seem reasonable?
Sure. 4 weeks until this terrible thing happens to the people that I love and care about. Got it.
All right. I'm going to do this is a little bucket. This is a chum bucket.
That's a chum
bucket. Gross.
Thanks, I hate it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I hate
I
this.
hate it. That's it for Grant.
Okay. Oh man. All right. Raj, you're up, buddy.
Raj,
Here we go.
make the draw.
Card laid. A natural disaster strikes
Oh
the
my
area.
goodness.
What is it? Choose one. You focus on getting everyone to safety, remove an abundance, and a project fails, or you focus on protecting your supplies and hard work at any cost. Several people die as a result. Ooh. A natural disaster and remove a project and a project fails.
Yeah.
Remove an
Remove an
abundance.
abundance and a
Remove
project.
abundance.
Oh.
Okay.
Uh,
What do you got?
natural disaster, like an epic ice storm, like the most horrific Arctic storm of all time,
Wow.
occurs right between the hub and the wheel, and it freezes the lake that has been chummed, the river that's been chummed.
The Chum Trail.
The chum trail is frozen, so the project Chum has failed.
Project Chum has failed. Brand new sentence.
or at least it's delayed because it's frozen. I don't know if it
No. It's the card says
It fails.
a project
And it
failed.
also
okay.
remove
And-
an abundance,
Yeah, we also have to remove an abundance.
one of which happens to be
Meyer alert.
Fire alerts.
Okay, so that's a no-brainer. The abundance. So this storm just devastates the Mirelurk population, or like
Okay.
all
because
of
they're going up the trail, right?
yeah.
Here's
get
what I'll
caught, yeah.
say. I will allow this to happen. However, it's not localized.
No, it's widespread.
So it's not
Okay.
just between, like, this is the entire Midwest is hit with an unseasonably early
Nuclear winter.
heavy
Polar vortex.
snowfall and ice storm.
Yeah.
So yes, I will remove the Mirelurks as an abundance. They're still fucking there,
Sure.
but I will
One
remove
queen and not 20.
Yeah,
Right.
I will remove an abundance of Mirelurks, but I'm also going to say that since this is such a massive natural disaster, it's the entire territory is covered. Everything is fucked.
Yeah.
So like every faction is now struggling with the fallout of this ice storm.
Love it. Fuck, that's
Okay.
good. These cards are getting nutty.
Yes.
I'm going to reduce the clocks.
Only one.
Raj, your project, discover something new or start a discussion.
I want to hold a discussion.
Okay.
As you know, like a person of the land of some unnamed tribe wants to get together with as many people to discuss how are we all going to survive this disaster. It's probably destroyed crops, I imagine. You know,
Mhm.
food supplies are threatened, that sort of thing. So I want to call a discussion for that.
Okay. What's your statement then?
My statement
Or
is-
question.
Or question. You can do a question as well. If you
I'm
want.
gonna do a statement, right? 'Cause if I do a statement, then that's the only thing I'm allowed to say.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I want to say the only way all of us will survive is if we cooperate and share what resources we have amongst ourselves.
JB.
Go ahead. Who's the next after Raj? It's Reverend. Go,
I guess
Reverend.
me. Yeah. This infighting, none of it matters. Especially if we don't survive. We must remember what made us strong. We must unify to survive the storm.
We will survive as we always have, off the benevolence of the land. We will hunt what we need, and we will continue to be strong.
The Home Guard that were the most upset about the mire lurking of one of their own expressed that they think that unity is great, but the Legion will never unify with us, and we will lose against them.
Okay. Clocks counted down.
And
Next
my
up
card.
is Reverend.
Let us see. Autumn's coming close soon. Oh, harvest is here and plentiful, add an abundance. Or cold autumn winds drive out your enemies. Remove the threatening force from the map and the area. That's kind like yeah. So the ice storm,
That's too good.
the Legion can't handle. It's fucking Rome in the Alps. They can't survive.
How did we write that? Like,
It's
that's too good.
Stannis Baratheon. He gets frozen out trying to go north with his
Straight
traveling
up.
army.
Yeah.
And
I want
he
you guys
got-
at home who are watching this to know, like, that those are just cards that we drew. So Raj decided Ice Storm.
And then the next
Had a
card
discussion.
is
Like, the
cold
land will
winter
protect
wind.
us, unify everything. The Legion will kill us. Yada yada yada. Next card.
Drive out your enemies with a cold breeze.
This is a good
Wow.
game. This is a good game.
Wow.
game. You
I guess
guys.
it solved the
Okay.
Legion problem.
So yeah,
You
no
solved my
fucking
Legion
brainer.
puzzle.
Okay, so this Legion scouting parties that started, this emissary party, is like way out there to begin with, right? From home, and even with like this large threatening force that's slowly made their way from Arizona. This storm, it's not just like you said, this area, it's like a lot of the Midwest, and their supply lines in particular are devastated, and they defeat themselves. Like infighting, and like it gets bad. It gets, plane crash in the Alps bad, and the Legion fucking decimate themselves. And when I don't know how long the storm lasts for, but when it passes, there's little left of their camp, and it's just like
Wonderful.
yeah, horrific. And those who do survive head back with tales of how disastrous the campaign was.
How disastrous that expedition
The cold
was.
lands, they call them.
The cold lands. Yeah, because they're warm boys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
That happens.
I don't hate that. That was very, very good. I love how the synergy of how that all just kind of happened. Yeah, but the Legion's still out there, man. They're not gone. And holy fuck, did the people of the land kind of get lucky, I think.
Yeah, and I mean, it kind of makes sense too, because like if this is 10 years prior to where our season 1 took place, and that was 2 years post fall of Rome, fall of Legion, then this would have been sort of right smack dab during their expansion. So
yeah,
and then after this, they probably didn't expand no mo. Out this way anyway.
We're not going that way for sure. I'll tell you that much.
That's for sure. Okay.
All right.
So
that was your card.
Yeah, and then my action, holy fuck. I don't know what I want to do now. Discover something new? Yeah. I think that when the Landsguard sort of go over and pillage what was left of the Legion whole, like their camp, their like little tent city that they had. I think they discover some survivors, some serfs, some slaves who were left and abandoned, and they get they get sent towards Topeka to meet up with the homesteaders,
Okay.
and the other remnants.
On their merry way. Okay.
And yeah, I think that they maybe decide to leave the Legion camp almost as like a warning. I think they take the Legion tents and the spears and the gladiuses and stuff, and they erect like a big fuck you memorial to the Legion incursion.
Okay.
As a reminder to never let outsiders fracture them again.
All right. I will draw my card. 5 after this. 4 autumn cards remain.
Down to the wire.
Someone returns to the community who, where were they? Or you find a body and people recognize who it is. What happened?
Ooh.
Actually, I was just thinking about her. And now that the Legion kind of fucked off from the area, what the hell was the Scald doing? So I think the Scald returns to the community of the Locos in Lincoln.
Okay.
And she was, where were they? She was with the Legion. She was in the Legion.
Okay.
And then when the ice storm, she was working heavily with them. You're like, I know this area, I know the territory.
Mhm.
Let me help you, defeat the people of the land. And then I think when the ice storm rolled through and the Legion decided to pick up stakes and head back closer to their own territory, she decided, no, fuck that. Like, I'm not. She's pretty hell bent for leather. To carve out her own territory here in Kansas. So I think she headed back to try to wrest control of the Locos back in Lincoln.
Okay.
And I will take a little bit of liberty. Let's say that she comes back with some Legion who agree with her. Instead of going back to Arizona, they decide to stick with the Scald.
Okay.
And head back to Lincoln. So that's my that was my card. There aren't a lot of projects left on the board. I'm going to start a project. The Reclaimers are going to head to this here nuclear silo.
I wonder when someone was going to do something with that.
And they're going to research it, inventory it. They're going to see what it's all fucking about. I think it's going to take a while. I think that's a 6-week project for them.
Definitely.
That's a big project for them. Figuring it out, the whole shebang is going to be a long ass time. Okay, that's my turn. Oh, I will click down the world clock. The defenses in Anthony's refuge have completed, so they're kind of set up. And there's one more week till the world clock counts down.
Flip, and we've got a project that just isn't working out as expected. Radically change the nature of this project. Don't modify the die. When it resolves, you'll be responsible for telling the community how it went.
Oh.
Something else goes foul, and supplies are ruined. Add a new scarcity.
Well, there's only one project on the board.
Only one project, and I don't know if I want to keep on being the force of nature that's adding all these bad things on the map as I have been so far.
I mean, go ahead. It's the cards, man.
That's true. Radically change doesn't have to be bad, but I mean, we do have a butt ton of abundances.
Yeah. Sorry, one more time. Can you tell me the abundances right now?
Yes, the abundance.
I'm going to write them down
we
too.
We have right now crude oil, electricity, water, gold ore, geckos, rad stag meat, and rad bison in general. Big herd of rad bison.
This is less interesting. The rad bison turn around because it's almost winter and they head back to Missouri.
Okay.
Yep.
Now there is scarcity.
Yeah, there's rad bison fucked off.
Sure.
Son.
Bye, son.
Boo. I'm sorry.
I love it. I'm here for it.
Okay, good. I'm not sorry.
The counter for the Reclaimers research drops by 1, and the discovery is, Overseer, if you'll allow it, a platoon of NCR 1st Recon arrives at Anthony's refuge as defectors from the NCR, and they wish to join Anthony's Refuge and get their freedom as homesteaders. And first recon, of course, being those snipers with red berets.
Yeah.
And they choose to join the homesteaders.
Word spread out west that there was a hint, a whisper of maybe a place for people who didn't want to live in the NCR anymore. And yeah, there was. I would say, sure, yeah.
We're also a long way from California.
Yeah.
What's that?
We're a long way from California.
We are a long way from California. But I think, sure, yeah, that the first recon. I'm not going to say a platoon. I'm going to say I'll give you 3. 3
Okay.
first recon.
Small group.
Yeah,
Sure.
let's say 2 snipers and a spotter.
A squad, sure.
Okay, Raj, it's your go, buddy.
Here we go. Card number 3. The parish arrives. Who are they? Why have they chosen your community and for what?
Really?
Or a small gang of marauders is making its way through local terrain. How many are there? What weapons do they carry? So the Church of the Children of Adam have arrived in our neck of the woods. They are keen to see our nuclear silo, and I believe there's a giant glowing set of power armor that they might be interested in as well.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Sure.
they're coming to hang out.
All right, the Children of Adam arrival gets contempt from the elders of the people of the land.
Ooh.
What with our fucking outsiders are trying to fuck our shit up thing?
Yeah, kind
That
of
we
just crossed that one.
Yeah, they're the proselytization of a nuclear religion. They don't really love that,
For sure.
but I love it. Children of Adam are in the game.
Too cool.
Fucking weirdos.
And that's just your card.
That's just your
Yeah.
card.
So I want to start a project.
Okay.
The reclaimers are going down to the gold mine, and they're rigging up some sort of a conveyor system to take refined gold bullion from the bottom of this mine up to the surface where it may be transported and traded.
For
So
sure.
they're going to take 4 weeks to rig up a conveyor system for this project.
4 weeks. Okay, the world clock counts down to 0. And this time it is a harvest fall feast between the people of the land and the homesteaders. I have to be very clear about this. It is not Thanksgiving. It is brand new intellectual property.
Different
In
thing.
fact, Grant, why don't you name this fall harvest festival?
The glowing feast.
The glowing feast.
The glowing feast.
The
Glowing
children
feast.
of Adam love that. The
Oh,
opposite
yeah.
of contempt.
Opposite of contempt.
Yeah, they love that. So yeah, the children of Adam for sure show up.
They show up.
They're not welcome there. And they have a totally not Thanksgiving feast together.
It's the glowing feast.
Glowing feast.
The vault dwellers
Glowing
in
feast.
there.
Vault dwellers. Nice.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
They show up. Yeah, so they all have a festival. Let's say that it lasts a week, and
Ooh.
intercultural exchange happens
Hey, this would be at the
Oh.
wheel?
Yes,
Or where is it being
at the
hosted?
wheel.
Yeah. Nice.
at the wheel. I think, yeah, for sure. Okay,
is up
good Reverend, it is your pull.
Is it now? Ooh, disease spreads through the community. Choose one. You spend the week
It's not even-
quarantining.
it's just it does.
What's that?
It's not even like it's just disease spreads through the community. It
Oh yeah,
just
no,
does.
it happens. It happens. But I have 2 options here. You spread the week quarantining and treating the disease. Project dice are not reduced this week, or nobody knows what to do about it. Add health and fertility as a scarcity.
We have a scarcity of health, just no big deal.
Oof.
Yeah. I think the project dice are not going to move this week. You spend the week quarantining and treating the disease. I think an outbreak of the blue flu the pre-war disease that was the precursor for the creation of the forced evolutionary virus.
Oh,
It's like something is unearthed. Like, I don't know.
no.
Like,
I love this. I got it. The fucking children of Adam are blamed.
okay, you know what? Maybe they bring it with them. They're nasty.
Carriers.
They're nasty weirdos. But,
No,
yeah,
let's leave it ambiguous.
Yeah,
Who knows?
sure.
But I do like that. Like,
Adds a little bit of tension
it happened at the glowing feast.
after the glowing feast.
Yeah. So
I haven't felt
You know
so
what?
good
I
since the
changed
glowing
my mind.
breeze.
It's radiation sickness.
yeah,
Ooh.
we
It's
got
radiation
there.
sickness. It's not blue flu. It's radiation sickness from the glowing feast, and I'm gonna say it, and you can change it if you want, but it's flat out from the children of Adam.
Yeah. No, I like that.
Yeah, it passes.
sure
I mean,
they were all-
radiation passes in this world, like right away or like whatever. Like, it's not like, a world-ending, thing. It takes a week to pass, but like it sours some relations
Sours
and
some
outsiders, and like,
And
and this
some
was
milk.
already the outsiders. Like, okay, all right, we'll give some more outsiders a chance. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me?
It's like, we didn't even want you guys here. Now this.
Creepy weirdos. Anyway, so that's what happens there. And then for my action, all of that sort of fun stuff, there's another vault discovered.
We're up.
Another
Ew.
vault is found, and it is found. It's found closer to Monument Rock.
105 is
ones.
not listed.
Okay, I like that one. Yeah, I'll go with that. 105.
Well,
105
105.
is
Vault
discovered.
1.
All right, I'm going to draw the last card of autumn, gentlemen. The last card of
Ooh.
autumn.
I'm very curious to see what happens here.
How ominous. How ominous.
Ottomanus.
Project finishes early. Which
Oh.
one? Why? I'm gonna go with the Reclaimers project, the missile silo.
Okay.
And you know why it finishes early? Actually, the children of Adam have come to help.
Yep.
They have broken into a few missile silos in their time. They lend a hand. And actually, it was Many Shields leading the project. Eugene was out there and strikes up a bit of a working friendship, an admiration for the leader of the children of Adam, her technical prowess. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. She's 100% goof troop. Like, she's weird as fuck.
Sure.
But like, she knew her way around some technical specs and stuff for sure.
Yeah.
So she showed up, and that project finished early. And inside of the missile silo, is the ICBM itself, as well as the missile silo is pristine inside. It has never been cracked. And a bunch of pre-war, like pristine pre-war tech, as well as documents and information are inside. So
Cool.
Wow.
whatever that means. And actually, Grant, you drew this missile silo, right? Why don't you name this this installation now?
How about the Sharon Springs silo?
And inside, pristine pre-war tech. And I will say that as by what I mean pre-war tech, I mean more like computers, but not so many like weapons, like small arms or anything. Like, they find a lot of pre-war tech and a lot of documentation, a lot of information.
That was a
Alright?
crazy autumn.
That autumn was buck wild. And next up, we will go into winter, which is going to get bananas. And just a refresher for everyone is that as soon as the Frost Shepherds, I think it's the King of Winter, arrives,
Right.
the game immediately ends. So whoever draws that, whatever we have is the world that we've built.
Yeah.
Just keep that in mind when you're making projects and trying to make plans in your head. The game could suddenly end
At
on the
any
next.
second. Thanks for watching this third installment of A Few Neutrons More, The Quiet Year. We'll be back next week with the season of winter. So stay tuned because, as always, War Games News Radio will be back.